Hello, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Louise and I am in Gran Canaria. So I thought I'd come on, have a chat. It's been way too long walking around this place, trying to find the perfect spot, and there isn't one. So I thought, well, let's walk around then. You can see a little bit behind me. I'm not going to show you an awful lot of what's going on at the moment because there's going to be videos coming up with that. I just wanted to jump on because I've got lots to say. And I don't want to leave it and there'd be too much and I'm overwhelmed and all that sort of stuff. So, okay. You know, clearly this is like really important holiday. Still working on healing, still working on all that sort of stuff. Okay, so let me start again. let me go back to right before I went on holiday. So I got my nails done. Now that is really significant for me because I've never done it for myself before. I am 47 years old. Yeah, we don't say that out loud. No, I don't care. And I've never done it. And it's part of that whole, you know, put myself out my comfort zone, doing things for myself, self-care, all that sort of stuff. Now for me, self-care is definitely the emotional side of things. That's way, way more important. But clearly doing things for yourself that you never do before, plus going out my comfort zone is really, really important at the moment. Actually, oh, I've just found a sunbed. Let's sit here for a moment and chat. Okay, so we're actually in the adult pool area, but I'll show you all of this anyway. So yeah, got my nails done. Actually, it was really good. Like it was a nice experience. I don't know if I'd do it again. Honestly, I don't know if I'd do it again or not. But I met a couple of people there because I had nails done and my toes. No, I'm not going to get my foot up right now because you're balanced and I don't want anything to fall. Yeah, I got my toes done as well, but it was more than the toes. See, the toes, the lady that did my toes, I felt we had a really nice connection, and I even asked her for a hug, again, outside my comfort zone. I never ask people for a hug because I'm not a huggy person particularly. I'm not against, you know, if somebody wants to hug me, but I don't really ask for hugs, but it just felt right, and it was like one of those really nice experiences, and I felt, I want to cry all the time about everything. I felt like I was going to cry, but I didn't hold it back. So it was like good healing wise, like as in, okay, I'm doing things outside my comfort zone, I'm pushing myself, and that was really good. And that was right before the holiday. And then, as you know, this channel is all the ups and the downs. So I felt, for a couple of reasons that I was going to tell you about yesterday when we travelled, because it was awful for me in so many ways, and it's part of, you know, I can't come on here and say, okay, we're going through the healing journey and not tell you the bad bits that we've got to work through too. So I hate travelling. Just travelling generally is not my thing. Somebody's going past, we're just waiting for a moment. I think he's going to clean the area, so we may need to go for a walk. I think. So we need to find somewhere else, which is about right. We finally found somewhere. Okay. We're going to find somewhere else. This is so difficult. It's going to get too noisy. Okay, so, right, I hate travelling anyway. I don't know what it is about travelling. There's nothing about the experience I like absolutely nothing about travelling, any type of travelling, you know, any public transports, anything like that. I get massively anxious normally anyway. Plus, with my fibro, you know, if you're travelling and it's not something you do that often, you're using different muscles, so it's not good for those reasons. What I didn't realise is everything I've been going through, how bad it was going to get. It was awful. I cried. I mean, I cried before I even left the house. Seriously, don't know how I could have got through the day without Scott. Like, I could see him at the corner of my eye, constantly checking that I was okay. He was constantly asking if I was okay, if there's anything I needed and all that sort of stuff. But it was just awful. I am not a good flyer anyway. And it was, I wanted to explain this. So I was overwhelmed anxious in a way that I've never been before. So I could feel all my emotions. I could feel how stressed out I was. I could feel how anxious I was. And I was trying my best to go back and do all the, you know, the therapy things, try and get through it. and it was like, I was so far out, I couldn't rein it back. I did sit in the garden before we went. The sun was out, so that's good because I like the sun. Put my podcast on, listen, try to relax. Could not switch off. And the day just got worse. It was at the airport. The only way I can explain it is I could feel all these out of control emotions. But I felt it was sort of like that, like I was floating around my body and I wasn't in it. I don't know if anybody will understand it. And the reason I thought I'd bring it up is because I feel like when I do these videos, a lot of the time I feel like I'm the only one going through these things, and then you comment and tell me the experiences you're going through that are so similar. So I want you to know you're not alone. Plus I want to hear what you're going through too, because it's really important. That's what my channel's about. I keep saying that and I will keep saying that. Yeah, it was long as well. I mean, we was up, woke up at 6, left about half 12, something like that. We had to get a train, then we went to the airport. We got there at 1 o'clock. Our flight was 4:25. Now some of these numbers I'm going to get a little bit wrong, but and we was told departure would be 3:40. So we thought, okay, well we got like 2 hours 40 minutes to get through. We knew we was going to have something to eat at that point. Didn't realise how bad the queues and everything was going to be. People were coming. I'm going to be strong, keep talking to you. This is the new me, but I've got some good stories about the new me too. We'll see how long this one goes as to how far caught up we'll get, but don't worry, I'm going to be editing and getting everything up as we go along. I'm so inspired now. Today is so different, so many ways. So we got to the airport, right, so we had to go through, clearly have to go through customs. I've realised from this how bad I am around people. Really not good, as in anxious wise. The thing is, it could be the fact that I don't spend much time around people with my job. I get up, I go early, there's not that many people around, do my thing, go home. I just don't like being around people. It was so weird. So the airport was like packed solid, like so solid. But by the time we got through customs, we literally managed to get, we went into just a Burger King, like, you know, with a touchscreen thingy, got a burger, literally just found enough to perch on the side of a bench, eat it, and then we had to go to the airport, the train to take you to the plane. Plane departed late. People were stressing out, which, right, you know, they're all getting angry at the staff and that. Well, they can't do anything. The plane's gonna go where the plane goes, and it was, anyway, I tried to turn off from it. I was doing my breathing and everything, and I just couldn't get past it. As an example, I have a Fitbit on all the time, and average, I'm between like a 64 to 73 heartbeat rate. I was up to 122. I was so stressed. And then we did the flight, which I'm not a good flyer anyway, so, you know, I white knuckle it most of the time. Had turbulence. Scott was getting a little bit stressed because he usually sleeps, and he couldn't sleep on the plane, so normally he'd sleep through most of the journey, so it'd be quite quick for him, but he had to actually be awake for the entire journey. He was not impressed. And then, oh my god, so we circled around the airport, went to land literally out. I was just about to like start relaxing because the wheels had just literally hit the floor. You know that first bit where it hits and it sort of bumps, and then it sped up and took off. So I was starting to get to that point where, you know, when I was gonna relax, okay, we're on the ground. And then it sped up, took off, went back into the air, like really fast. Freaked me out. I mean, the pilot said it was, as he was about to land, there was a gust of wind and it was safer to take off. Who knows what it was. But then that made my anxiety go through the roof again. And then we was the last people on the bus, so we was on the bus for ages. It was such a long day. We didn't get here till about 10 past 11, quarter past 11, something like that. And yeah, we got here, reports that we'd read, you know, like you do, you sort of, you look through reports of like TripAdvisor and stuff from people that have been here, and they were saying if you're all-inclusive, which is, we're all-inclusive, then as soon as you land, all-inclusive is supposed to finish at 11 o'clock, and they said, you know, well, our flight got there late and they wouldn't even let us as a drink, so I was already freaking out about that. You know, I can't go all night without having a drink, because I get dehydrated, I need a bottle of water or something, so I was freaking out about that. Turns out most of the things that people were complaining about this place is absolutely not true. So as soon as we got here, we checked in, they'd left the buffet open, like just a bit of cold meat or whatever, but I managed to fill my bottle up with some juice, so I was like, the relief was already straight away. So I wanted to explain all that to just let you know, like, clearly I've got a lot of work. So our healing journey is far from even started, really. It's actually starting to spit. How weird is that? It's actually spitting. Yeah, travel all that way and he's spitting. So yesterday was, I would say, the most awful day that I had since starting therapy, and I haven't got this, I clearly didn't have the skills to get through the day very well. Scott was extremely attentive, you know, whatever you want, whatever you need, you know, he was holding my hand when I was on the planes, constantly checking on me, making sure, like, as when there were crowds around, that he would hold on to me so that I wasn't freaking out. He was waiting for me when we was going through gates and stuff like that. So he did everything he could do to alleviate my stress, but he knows, you know, he's travelled with me enough times, he knows I get anxious anyway. I don't know if he realised how bad it got for me. But yeah, yesterday was really terrible. I've already talked for 12 minutes, oh, that's not bad. Not for me anyway. But when we got here, like I said, you know, straight away everything was great. Like, the room is freaking amazing. Seriously, so impressed. Like, I mean, I'm good, you know, the bed's good, and it's clean, and it's got a decent bathroom, great. It was so much more than that. So we've been here all day. I haven't recorded any of that. Clearly I'm gonna have to put my clothes on first. You know what I'm like, you're just gonna get it as it is, but I want you to sort of get the impact of what it was when we came in. But the original idea was that I wasn't even gonna pick up a camera for the first couple of days. We haven't been on social media, we haven't taken our phones out at all, we haven't taken any photos of anything, but it was starting to get to that point where I was thinking, okay, I need to get this stuff out, because sometimes, you know, just speaking it out loud, something clicks and you think, ah, that's why that happened. It hasn't happened today, but still, I've got this out. I will be uploading this, so I think I know how the next few days are gonna go. But today, we got up, so we didn't actually get to bed until 1 o'clock. We went to bed straight away, and Scott had a really bad night. Like, I could hear him constantly getting up, but I had a decent sleep, and I think he probably would have gotten up earlier. I think he was just waiting till, because that's what you do, isn't it? Like, you make sure that whoever needs most sleep gets it, because you're on holiday and you're supposed to relax. So I think we got up, I don't know, between 7 and 8, went down, had some amazing breakfast. The food here is freaking amazing as well. Again, that was something else people were complaining about, the options and stuff. There is so many options. I've eaten so many different types of food today. I've had 3 meals, not massive. I've been trying to rein in the quantity because it's not necessary, but I've had such a range of foods, it's ridiculous. I will show you that, but I don't know how I'm going to do it because it's so busy in there as well. So we had breakfast. What did we do after breakfast? Oh, we had to have the TUI talk where they go through excursions. So we've booked an excursion for Friday. It's a market, and I think we have to go on a boat, a bus and a boat. So I'm not good with boats, but outside your comfort zone is the only way we can go with things. Did that. Then we went for a swim, went in the adult pool, and again pushing myself out of my comfort zone because of fibro. I get a lot of pain, especially when I get in the pool, because the pools are always cold. It honestly could take me like 15 minutes. I get like out of breath and I freak out a bit, but I'd already said I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going to get in, I'm going to get in quicker. I have to stop freaking out because Scott's in the pool. You know, if I start to freak out, or I get like dizzy because I get dizzy, out of breath, whatever, he's there, he's going to support. Like, he watches me, he's not like, you know, he's there to talk me through it or whatever. And I swear to you, I must have been in that pool in less than 2 minutes. I was so proud of myself. Something so small, but it wasn't, it was so big. And I was in the pool for ages. We swam, we sat out, dried off a bit, and then I thought, I'm just bored, I don't want to sit here. I'm not, you know, I don't do the sunbeds for hours and hours sometimes, but oh, that was another thing. So I'd lost my earphones at the airport. I haven't even got here and I've lost my earphones. So, you know, I probably would have stayed on sunbed for a little bit longer and listened to a podcast or something, but I can't do that. It's one of them things, nothing to do about it. It's gone now. Then we what did we do then? Went and changed. Oh, I think we went and got some food. Then we went for a little walk outside just to see sort of where a market is. But it was getting pretty hot and actually knackered, I guess, because the amount of sun and stuff. So that bloke's coming back again. I think he's following me. No, he's not. Then we went, had a siesta. It was like, I think it was like 3 o'clock, and it was proper hot. He's following me. I've got nowhere to go. I'm not moving quick enough, clearly. You're welcome. I mean, I cannot be the only vlogger. Seriously, I walked all that way and he's just going over the same spot again. There ain't no way that needs doing. Okay, the place is clean as well. What did I say? Siesta. Oh yeah, we went for a siesta at that point because it was knackered. It was 3 o'clock. Scott desperately wanted to go bingo, but I could see he was lagging, and he's so conscious of trying to please me all the time that he would just keep going until he drops. But I could see he was tired, so I said, well, let's go and have a nap. Yes, so we just slept until dinner because you have to book times. I'll explain all that on different times. But I just wanted to catch up on everything, let you know what's going on. Watching that vlog, I thought he was going to come down there again. Yeah, I feel better that I've done this. I wanted to, I had it in my head. I needed to talk, you know, because this is important to me, for me, but also because we're supposed to be doing this journey together. And I had a really shitty day yesterday, but I've had a really good day today. This place has made me feel so inspired. Like, there's so much to see, so much to look at, even just like looking at the clouds earlier on today for a little while. It's just freaking amazing. I'm having my moments of I'm definitely using bad words towards myself. The word stupid has come out too much. Scott's actually catching it as well, which surprised me because he keeps saying, you're not this, you're not that, why are you using that word? Because I am definitely using a lot of bad words towards myself, and I'm saying them out loud, and it's getting too subconscious. So clearly I need to spend a little bit more time just trying to refocus. But it's an everyday thing. I mean, just because I'm on holiday doesn't mean I haven't got to focus on me. And, you know, Scott's supportive of it. He just keeps saying, you know, whatever you want to do, just like, you want to go for a walk, you want to do, we've got an extra key as well, so I can just wander off if I want to. Yeah, so far it's been good. I'm really enjoying being here. I'm enjoying Scott's company, which is awesome. I'm enjoying the fact that it's actually starting to rain again. Enjoying the fact that I actually did go swimming, and it wasn't a big deal for me this time, and I wasn't freezing cold. We've got the air conditioning in the room sorted, which is great because he's always he likes it really cold, and I'm always freezing, but we've got a really good balance where I'm not cold but it's cool enough for him not to be hot. So even that's gone well so far. I know, don't expect too much, because you know, maybe tomorrow I'll have a blip again, but I can't be thinking constantly like I'm supposed to be thinking more positive. Clearly struggling with that, so put your comments down below. Give me good positive words. Stupid is a word that keeps coming up again, and I'm struggling to find the opposite, like better words, because I'm not stupid. Clearly I'm not stupid, so I need to stop saying that to myself, because I'm putting myself down too much, and I don't want to finally get back to the therapist, because the therapist isn't until like the week of the 11th, I think, will be the first time we can make an appointment, of July. So I don't want to be in a worse place than where he left me. I want to work hard on this. Yeah, we're all updated. All's good in the world right now. It's still trying to rain, but it's not that bad. It's still really warm, clearly, because I have not got my jumper on, which is exciting. I'm gonna go now because Scott really wants to play bingo, and he's probably thinking, oh, we're gonna miss bingo again today. No, you don't care. He's at the bar, he don't care, and he had meat for dinner. I'm just gonna let you know that, because it's the simple things with Ben, see. So I'm gonna go. Next videos, I can't tell you exactly how things are gonna go. We're gonna have a chat. I'm gonna walk around the place. I'm gonna show you everything. There's a lot of people, so the food bit, I don't know how I'm gonna figure that bit. But there's so many poles. There is, it's so nice here. Honestly, think this is better than a lot of places, and I think this is a 4-star, and we've been to 5-star, but I think this is better. So I am actually going to go now. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, and there will be more things to come. I believe there's going to be a lot this week, because it just feels like there's going to be a lot to record. I'm going to go now. I am sending out good vibes as I always do. I hope you're catching them, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.